Honorable Souls. Good evening
Good evening, Chair.
and welcome.
Thank you, sir.
I want to thank you and Mr. Andilete Jan. You never said that the day was about to set. You still decided that you should come and join us here, and for that I want to applaud you. You want to say something?
I just want to confirm how much time do I have, Chair? And also, thank you for your indulgence. And it was a personal matter that I had to attend to. But thank you. Thank you for accommodating
Yeah.
me and for your indulgence.
Now, if you want to ask questions, you ask until I tell you that your time has ended.
I'd like to have a ballpark so that I know.
You just go ahead, and after you ask a question, you look at me.
Chair,
If you see me nodding my head, it means go ahead.
no, Chair. At least guide me, ballpark, so that I can manage my time well.
What is the amount of time you need to ask your questions?
I might need less than 40 like yesterday. But just to be safe.
Less than 40 means I cannot give you more than 30 minutes.
Okay, Chair, thank you.
All the members that have spoken today before you, none of them has gone beyond 30 minutes.
I'll do my best, Chair. Thank you so much.
Yeah. Your time starts now.
Commissioner, good evening.
Evening. Good evening, Honorable Member.
Commissioner, you say that private security are better equipped than EMPD. What do they have that EMPD don't have?
Number one, it's tactical vehicle that you use in an off-road. For example, in the areas where we respond when there's illegal mining, the type of people, we used to call them the hippos, you see. And we've got a challenge of bullet vests. You see, they've got that, they've got the type of the caliber, different caliber of firearms that you can tactically use. The issue of that I've said earlier on, we've got challenges of vehicles. Let me leave that thing, you see. In terms of responses, when you drive around the city, see the type of cars that they are using in terms of responding. We've got intervention unit that is supposed to have the cars so that you can be able to respond to, let me make an example. If a person would drive a BMW 320 or those fast cars, we can't respond to that because of the capacity, you see, of vehicles that we're having. Secondly, you know that in terms of the numbers, we are one of the smallest members that we have, but at least with them visible, with the and the skills that they are having, some, you see, it's those challenges that we're having. See. But I've said not to say in terms of capacity, 100%, because at least now in the past 2 months, we're able to buy, or 3 months, some cars, 100 cars. But with the number of officers that we're having, you see, again, we discussed it many times in this house, in terms of your sisters, in terms of drink and driving. That's one of the challenges that we're having. Secondly, or lastly, the issue of breathalyzers. You see, nationally, we had challenges. We only depend on other people, but not in private security in that one. You see, in them, they've got sisters with different private clinics that you can go and ask them. But I've already raised it in the house. But it's sisters. We had 2-3 years ago, but now we're having one. I'm not sure even now, because she can go to pension at any time.
Okay.
That means it will be a challenge to us.
Well, Commissioner, please don't consider me disrespectful
Yes.
at times when I will just interject, or maybe we should agree if I raise my hand, it just means I'm good at your answer then, so
Thank
that
you.
I can expedite the time. You testified that some security companies that you worked with, that they themselves worked with illegal miners in your affidavit, paragraph 46. Did you establish that by working with them and then afterwards you established they also work with illegal mining? Or do you know that they work with illegal miners and before you work with them? Or do you discover that after working with them?
No, they work with police to fight illegal mining, not to say they work with illegal miners. Those that work with, they fight illegal mining.
If you check quickly, I didn't think we were going to have to go to the affidavit, but if you look at your affidavit, you actually make a concession to say that you must concede that you've discovered that some of these security companies works with the illegal miners.
No, I think the one that we have, this one, we change it because there were a lot of, we said at night and in the morning, we change it because we saw that
Are you
there are a lot
saying,
of gaps.
are you saying you retract that?
Yes.
All right. Paragraph 48, you and Mr. Madlanga became like brothers at the time, not now, at the time. What does that mean? What did he do that made him like a brother to you at the time?
Yeah, I've responded that when I was in challenges, difficult times, like visiting my place, giving support, and again, he assisted financially to assist me. But except that, let me say so, because those ones were not work related.
Now, are you aware that your brother at the time loved money?
He's a businessman.
Are you
He
saying
always
you
want to
are
make
aware?
money. No, I was not aware, but the businessman makes money. I was not aware.
Are you saying that you weren't aware, but you do understand that he loves money?
Business people, they make money. They want money. It's about money it's about profit to them.
Okay, but what are you saying to me in response to my question?
The
man-
question of
The man who you considered like your brother at the time, were you aware that he loves money?
with us, it didn't demand any money from the city. You see, we know him as the owner of the company and VIP security. But personally, to say that he loved money, I was not that close to check that he demands love money. You see, but you are a businessman. When you are a businessman, it's about profit.
Do you also love money like your brother at the time?
No.
You don't love money?
No.
Why do you think your brother, who like a businessman would love money, why do you think he would give away 300,000 and cars just for free?
No, 300,000, they didn't give 300,000. Let me correct.
No, in terms of the monetary value of what they offered. I read your affidavit.
Oh,
You
yes,
said,
yes.
you mentioned 300,000 was the value, the monetary value.
Yes.
So in actual fact, he gave away 300,000.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying? So
It was Mike van Wyk who
yes,
did
and
that.
then later on, you went to the very same company and saw his face there. You saw Madlanga's face there,
Oh, yes.
representing
yes,
the same company.
Yes.
So it's Kate Madlanga.
Oh, no.
Don't worry,
I agree.
I've done my homework.
Yeah.
So why do you think someone who loves money would just give it away like that, not expecting anything?
Now, at that time, as I've said to honorable members, I think it was the issue of publicity, getting or advertising for himself. You see, in my understanding that because it was for the first time for us to know him, we didn't know any other things. We know him as the owner of the business. Okay.
So what you are saying is that you then do understand that he didn't really give it for free. As a businessman, he wanted something in return. In your words, he wanted exposure and so on. But there must be a return. He's a businessman. And then also, from the Mediclinic 24 side, you would also realize in your affidavit that later on he then asks you for clarity around clinics, because that's the core business of the medic clinic company that he was now representing and that was giving contributions to the value of 300,000. Do you see how his mind works? He didn't just give it for free. Do you see it? Do you see the links?
Yeah, correct, you're correct.
He wants return. He loves money. Not just going to give it away. You testified earlier about one called Yaku Hanakom, who called you to the scene. What is the position of Mr. Yaku Hanakom?
He was one of our informers who always give information about crimes that are taking place.
So he doesn't work for EMPD.
No, he never worked. It doesn't work for EMPD.
Did Mr. Yaku Hanakom receive a letter that says he is part of EMPD signed by yourself?
No, sir.
You sure?
Yes, I heard that witness is talking about that. I never.
You sure?
Yes.
Is there anyone, any member in the security companies that you worked for before who received a letter that states that they are part of EMPD signed by you?
I repeat, sir, I never.
Not
That-
one.
Yes, that question was asked at Madlanga.
So you're saying not one?
No, sir, no.
You are sure?
Yes, I'm definitely sure.
All right. So do you know a Chris Smith?
No, I don't know Chris Smith.
Or no? Do you know a Etienne van der
Oh,
Walt?
yes, I know Etienne.
You are 100% sure not even Etienne van der Walt received a letter that says he's part of EMPD signed by yourself. You're sure?
Sir, yes, witness this spoke about that at Madlanga. They asked me that. I never. He said there's a letters that are circulating that you saw what I've said. No, I've never done that.
Then let's move to the state of the city address. You say that that was just for marketing for a CAT VIP. What legislation do you use that allows you to use an official government event as a marketing platform for a private business in exchange for free service?
So remember that time it is me who approached him. It's not him who came to us and said, I want to. It is us because we identify certain skill in the protectors that are working.
Yes, I'm
for
asking.
years. And we used an operational plan that we always use when we are doing
I
our
understand.
operations.
Commissioner,
Yes.
I fully understand that. I'm asking what legislation did you use to approach him to do that at an official government event in exchange for him to use it as a marketing platform, as you testify?
We didn't use any legislation. It was only an operational plan.
You just did it.
Yeah, through the operational plan that was signed and approved.
Now, what legal authority do you use?
The operational plan is legally. You can be taken into court if there are incidents or accidents that are taking place. That is why you must sign that operational plan. That is why the city must keep that operational plan so that anyone got injured and we have deployed and there's a commitment through the plan, there's a deployment.
Are you saying it's lawful for you to do what you've done?
Yes, because I followed the procedure.
Section 217 of the Constitution says that all procurement by an organ of state must be fair, equitable, transparent, competitive, and cost-effective. By you doing that, Commissioner, you provided an unfair commercial advantage to Ket Matlala, and this bypasses the competitive bidding process, as other security companies were not given the same opportunity to market themselves at this function.
So procurement, it means that there are monies that are involved. In this thing, there were no monies that were involved.
There was
There was no money that is involved. He just volunteered when we asked him his services.
No, you see,
There was no procurement, there was no involvement of any
that is,
financial implications.
I put it to you, so that's your personal interpretation. Whereas the Prevention and Combating of Corrupt Activities Act says that gratification isn't just cash. It can be a business advantage. So that doesn't need to be cash. There's a business advantage, and as such, that's gratification. Therefore, it is against the Constitution to do what you have done. The Municipal Finance Management Act that governs how resources are handled on municipal level. I happen to be a former mayor. So this one I know very well, Section 118. This section prohibits any person from interfering with the supply chain management system and using an event for marketing. The business of Mr. Madlanga, that was an irregular bypass of official procurement channels. Similar to the Schedule 2 of the Municipal Systems Act, you say that you created benefit for government, but Schedule 2 speaks about improper benefit. So it's not about having provided benefit, it's about was that benefit proper?
So, but here, I answered that question earlier on, because the people who benefited from this service, it was the city, not him.
Yes,
Because when I approach him,
I'm saying the city.
oh,
Let's deal with him. You see, his return was marketing. But the State of the City address is a big government event, municipal. He received marketing. In exchange for that, you claim you got benefit for the municipality without taking out of your budget. You see? So I'm saying that the benefit for the municipality doesn't justify and say that it was proper to use a government event for marketing a private business and giving him an unfair advantage, as the Act says. It then makes the benefit improper, even though it was for the municipality.
I agree with the act, but there was no branding from any vehicles. No one saw any cat vehicles. No one saw any cat branding in that.
Commissioner, it is not me.
I agree with
It's
that.
not me who said it was marketing. It is you who testified under oath.
Yes, but I spoke about the Medicare 24
No,
about
you,
marketing, but
about
for-
the state
of the
of the city address, you said marketing. No, Commissioner, here you said, in your oral testimony, you said he did not pay anything. It
Oh,
was,
yes.
and the city didn't pay anything. What he got in exchange was, he got marketing. That's what you said here under oath.
Yes.
And I'm saying to you, that is illegal. Let's move on. How does the Regulations of Gatherings Act and SEP's National Instruction 4 of 2014 distinguish between public order policing and tactical operations? What's the difference between the two?
Or let me say, public order policing deals with crowd management.
Yeah.
Any person that would deploy in crowd management must be trained and must be able to manage crowd. You don't deploy people who's not trained in crowd management to manage crowd, because it's no longer crowd control. It's changed to public order management.
So those former task team members, and I want to apologize to you again, Commissioner, for interjecting. I know you're still answering. I'm just rushing for the time. I don't want to miss, but I got your answer. So those task team, former special task force members, were they trained for crowd control?
They were not deployed in crowd control. When you look at the plan, they were tasked to do other duties,
which is,
let me read from the plan. Oh, but let me summarize because you're present.
Yes.
They were deployed in outer perimeters and they were already, and again, they were deployed to give backup to the then executive mayor. They were only limited to that. In crowd control, we used SAPS, public order policing members. We use EMPD, public order policing members to do crowd control. It's part of the plan, it's part of the
if
tasking.
they weren't there, that forms part of policing,
No, but you task them.
but it forms part of policing. It is part of policing duties that you gave them responsibility for.
For example, there are security members that are doing static duties. Those people are not trained in policing. They're not police officers. Their duties is to make sure that they monitor entrance and exits, and they were deployed. They were not doing policing.
That's different from what you have tasked them to do. It's totally different.
Yes, we didn't task them to do police work. They were doing outer parameters and assisting police in terms of giving backup to the mayor. That's VIP protection.
Okay. Because you want to go that way, what does your EMPD policy say about the establishment of VIP protection units, the mandate, Resolution 5?
Is to provide close protection. It's just that I don't have that policy with me.
I put it to you, Resolution 5 says all members that does that must be EMPD officers.
Then this was a special event.
No, it does
On
not.
daily basis, where
Commissioner.
it doesn't talk about special event.
Commissioner, there's no exception. You are interpreting
Okay.
policy and the act the way you want to.
Okay,
There's no exceptions.
okay.
Your policy says they must be EMPD officers even for VIP protection units. So, is the former task members EMPD officers?
No, they're not.
They
They're
were
working
made
for-
to do work that your policy says they shouldn't do.
No, VIP members were driving with the mayor. They were doing their duties. Then they were giving backup and support. They were
Yes,
not-
they're not supposed to do that according to the law. You decided that they should do that. You have no authority to
but
make them do that
but
in
they
exchange for marketing.
no, but I submitted the plan. The plan was supported. The whole management supported the
Your
plan.
plan doesn't change the law, sir. Your
Okay.
plan in itself becomes illegal. As a matter of fact, it becomes evidence of illegality.
No, if you say so.
I'm not saying so. I read the X to you.
Okay.
You have done something which is against the policy. Annexure A, Section 6 of the same policy speaks of unauthorized persons in the chain of custody. Policy says no unauthorized person may be permitted to perform duties or be transported in official capacity for VIP protection. In terms of that policy, are the task force members authorized or unauthorized?
No, they were driving their own vehicles. They were not doing the state vehicles.
Yes, but in their functions, in terms of that policy, are they under the definition of authorized or unauthorized?
May you please repeat it? I think I lost you.
In terms of the policy, no unauthorized person may be permitted to perform duties of VIP protection units or be transported in official capacity for VIP protection. You are only dealing with the latter part. The former part
Oh,
is the duties you've given them. Your policy says unauthorized or authorized. I'm asking you, in that context, are they authorized or unauthorized?
when we approved the plan, when all of us signed, but you said it's illegal. When we approved the plan, we were allowing them for that operation, for that day.
Are you
But
saying,
you
it's
said it's illegal.
not what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Are you saying that by virtue of adding them on the plan, they become authorized?
Yes, we authorized them because the plan is to authorize. That's
So
what
you authorized them.
all of us.
Former
signed.
task force members who are not EMPD members, you are saying that the law allows you to decide, they become authorized members in VIP protection functions. Is that what you're saying?
I think our policy is having limitations because now I'm thinking of other operations that we did with people who are not EMPD members. Now, I agree for now it's wrong, but I think it needs to be reviewed. I agree with you. I agree
Okay.
with you.
Let's make it practical. Why? I want you to see the wisdom of the law in protecting security. Who pays those former special task force members? Who pays them?
It's the CAT VIP security.
So CAT pays them.
Yes,
You don't pay them.
yes, you are correct.
Who does the employee listen to? The one who pays them or the one who doesn't pay them?
The one who pays them, but once you commit in a plan, you are legally bound to do operations.
That's not true. Are you saying that by virtue of you writing them on your operation plan, they will no longer listen to Ket Matlala?
No, he has borrowed us, or he has given us his
Commissioner,
members.
Are you
He was
saying,
not part of the plan. He was not there.
listen carefully, it's okay. But are you saying that by virtue of the fact that you've put their names on your operation plan, they will not take an instruction from Ket Matlala on that day? If he calls them and says, do this, they'll say, no, we are under the command of Commissioner Julius Mkhwanazi.
No, it's their boss. They will listen to their boss.
We listen to him.
Yes, yes.
Now,
you're
do you
correct.
see the wisdom of the act?
Yes, yes. No, you are correct. Yes, you are correct.
Trying to guard against such, because that amounts to infiltration. You are no longer the commander.
No, you are correct on that. That you are correct.
And by doing so and not following the wisdom of the law, you are putting thousands of people's lives at risk. That's what the law seeks to protect. Almost done. But I'm hoping that you see what we are getting at.
No, I see, I see.
Now, you say you no longer see him, Mr. Matlala, like a friend or brother today because of what has happened. What is the specific reason for that? What gave you the change of heart?
No, there was a communication breakdown for 2 years. We are no longer communicating like we used to do.
What's the reason?
2022, sorry?
What's the reason? Why did you have a change of
No,
heart?
there was a communication breakdown.
Why?
I can't tell. Not to say we didn't fight. You see, there was no class, there was nothing. You see, but we used to call each other like after a
No.
week or, but now for the past 2-3 years, we were not communicating like we used to communicate before.
Commissioner, now that you have perspective and you see the wisdom of the law, when you look back, would you say your decisions was right or wrong?
No, it was wrong. I did many oversight. You know, you can't trust a person when you see him, and many honorable members, they've raised that. And I've agreed that there were many oversight that I did, thinking that I'm doing a correct work, the work is done, executed, becoming excited. But now we are saying again, in a long run, it was not going to be what you think it is. No, it was wrong. Let me repeat it to you.
Commissioner, it takes a very big man to admit that he was wrong. But I want to put it to you as people who represents this country, yourself and myself. We're not doing it for ourselves. We are on national duty. We must put South Africans first. You were not just wrong. Your ex was illegal. And worse, there are career EMPD members who wants promotion, who wants to be on these VIP units, who wants to serve in those special capacity. And you take people from outside and allow them to substitute for those. It's time, Commissioner, for us to look at our own, empower them, uplift them, and restore security on ground level. I thank you for your time.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, Chair.
Thank you so much, Honorable Souls and Commissioner Mkhwanazi for the responses that you have given here. Are you saying to us that Mr. Matala never did any business with your municipality?
Now with EMPD, I don't know with other, but I don't think with other department, with EMPD, no, it was limited to that end. I don't have access in other areas, but I don't think so because it has been quiet and even Mike himself, no. Because their interest is not what we're providing.
When did he start giving you money?
It was 2022 to 2022. It was that 2 or 3 months as I've mentioned. Even if you check the statements, it talks about those 2 months. The late 2022, let me put it that late 2022, Chair.
And then did he give you that money after you visited his office?
No. It was all after when I was having the challenges, the bereavement or the funerals. It was about that, yes. It was long after that. Remember the last time we worked with him?
Yes, not just to get the chronology of events. You went to his offices first.
Yes, 2021 and early 2022.
And then after you went to those offices, that was when you had the unfortunate experience of losing family members.
After the state of the city.
Yeah.
It was offices, then there was state
You
of
went to the offices and then came the state of the city
yes,
address.
yes,
And then later the misfortune struck where you lost your relative.
yes, Chair.
And then he gave you, or he assisted you with preparations to lay the remains to rest.
Yes, Chair. No, it didn't. I agree.
Okay. And then when you testified here, you said there was at some stage where you felt like he was a brother and a friend to you.
Oh, yes,
That's-
Chair.
And then when Honorable Ngola asked you whether you will have the same feeling again now, you said you will be skeptical.
I 100% agree, Chair.
What do you mean? I want you to explain that when you say I'll be skeptical, and what is it that gives you that kind of a feeling?
With all the cases that are coming in, the things of the court, and you see, I can't be associated.
So
It's character assassination, not about, it's not, let's leave work personally.
are you confirming that it holds true that when days are dark, friends are few?
No, it's not about that. It must be dark, but in a correct way. He supported me because of the bereavements and other things, not because I was going around.
Yeah, I want to know, why are you walking away now?
No, it's because, not because there's that, but because of these challenges that are coming in and crimes. I'm in a different field that must fight that. I can't be supporting that. I can't be encouraging that. Personally, as a father.
Where you stand, are you saying that you are gradually getting convinced that some of the allegations against him are gaining credence?
Not gradually. There are case numbers that the Honorable, I forgot her surname, that they've raised cases that was convicted or cases that were opened against. You see, it's a different story. Unlike 1 or 2 cases, the incidents in life, the accidents in life.
Yeah.
But if all of them are linked to crime and other things, it becomes a challenge.
General Kumalo, when he was here, we asked him about the drug cartels that are operating in the country. And he gave testimony that goes to the extent of saying that Madlanga is one of those involved in drug trafficking in the country. How do you feel about that?
It's bad. I can't be fighting crime and supporting crime indirectly.
Yeah.
Yes, no.
And
And I'm one of those people who didn't believe when this thing started in drug cartels. I said no, but they're creating stories. How
And
does this person?
the drugs that would have been produced from his shady activities would have destroyed some families in the Republic.
It's true, Chair.
You agree with me?
100%. I've got kids too. Because you
And-
don't know where
And
they will.
those families that are watching us now here, when they hear that the hand that was manufacturing drugs was the same hand that gave you money, how do you expect them to regard you when they come to the municipality where you work, they see you, or if you attend a funeral in your area, they see you, they say the same hand that gave Commissioner Mkhwanazi money is the same hand that destroyed very brilliant young children, soccer players. For sure, you know, Ekurhuleni is one part of the country which produced very brilliant soccer players, and they ended nowhere.
You are correct, Chair.
We have classical example of brilliant national assets who ended nowhere from Ekurhuleni. So I'm just talking to you to say, here is a report that is being given to the nation that, and you also agree, you are part of it. We are told by you to say, he gave me money.
Yes.
So I want to hear you saying it. How do you feel when information like this comes out? The hand that gave you this money.
It's bad, Chair. It's not even really bad. It's worse than the word bad, Chair. Whether I did know, whether I didn't know, there are many issues that came from honorable members here that as a police officer, you need to check the background and check. And the oversight, I didn't do that. I just said, no, he's owning big companies, he's a good person. And it's very bad, Chair. It's very bad because I'm also affected by these drugs in my family members. It's bad.
There are families whose loved ones have disappeared. And they suspect that he has a hand in the disappearance of their children.
It's true, Chair, I hear that.
So if it is indeed true that he participated in the disappearance of some citizens, and you hear this story, and you know that this is the same man that gave me money, how do you feel?
Oh, Chair, if I can retain the money, not any salary, I will do that. I feel so bad, Chair. I feel so bad. I don't want to lie to you. In fact, I felt it before it was starting, but now it's gaining momentum and there are proofs, there are case numbers, there are what. It's bad, Chairperson, it's bad. For the meantime, when it was starting, I even thought they are fighting, maybe it's about tenders. But now when the proof is coming to you on a daily basis, you feel it, I know it's bad.
So as a law enforcement officer, whereby the citizens should have confidence in you that you can protect them, and when they see you, they must have a sense of justice happening to them, and they hear that this law enforcement officer who is appearing before a committee of parliament using the title of a commissioner has been receiving money from this shady character. How do you feel as a law enforcement officer? Because now the facts are out.
Yes.
How do you feel? I'm talking to, because honorable members have asked you questions. I can't ask you any further question. I'm now talking to you as a human being.
Yes, Chair. They've asked me questions and they've shown me facts, Chair.
Yeah.
And that's why I'm saying I feel so bad, I regret.
Yeah.
I regret.
I want you to speak your conscience.
Yes, I'm saying I feel so bad and I regret whether I did know or I didn't know. But for the mere fact that this thing has been happening, you see, it's I feel so bad, let me say so. I can't justify this, but it was bad. You see, because I'm also affected in my family with people that are doing these things.
Your family.
Yes.
Okay. I guess if you have a partner, your partner has a feeling that you love her. Or if you have children, they have a feeling that you are having a filial obligation on them. You may be having neighbors, you may be having friends, or you may even be a chairperson of a burial society in your community. When these people hear these stories about you receiving money from a shady character, how do you feel? How must they regard you? Because this is a community where you stay. This is a family where you stay, maybe with your wife every day. You want to tell her, baby, I love you. You want to say that. And then she looks at you and say, you, commissioner, your children, where they go to school, their peers are looking at them and say, no, these are the children of a police commissioner who receives money from a shady character.
Chair, I was receiving money and I regret and I feel so bad.
What do you want to say to the people of South Africa? If we say no, we give you 5 minutes to,
No.
you want to say no, you want to present yourself as a conscious person, as a conscious law enforcement officer. They say no, talk to the Republic. What will you say to them? What will you say to your family? What will you say to your street? What will you say to the community where you belong? Or maybe even your fellow colleagues at work? What do you say? Where is the spirit?
Chair, it doesn't even need 5 minutes. I regret it was wrong. You see. And as I've said, that conscious regain, you see, but I'm in this field. I choose this field. I didn't go that side because I want to fight this. You see, and I've learned that in life, you don't just associate with anyone. You see. I know that it was before, it was time of challenging, but the money comes from where, you see, and my conscience says, I must humble apologize and feel that I'm wrong. I don't have a better way. One is wrong, you see.
Okay. Advocate Kawaza.
Thank you, Chair. Chair, I just have a few questions. I thought that you were on track and I would not ask any questions. They relate to the chronology, just so that they are on record. Commissioner Mkhwanazi, this is relating to your relationship with Mr. Kat Matlala. There's just 2 events that you have not placed on record in terms of timelines. So I'll just go in the order that Chair went and confirm with you. So you say that you met Mr. Kat Matlala in 2021 at his offices. That's when you met, okay. Okay,
Late 2021, yes.
okay, perfect. Actually, let me start this way. When did you have a fallout in your relationship? Do you know the date?
No. For the past 2 years, we've not been
2 years being, so we're in 2026.
2023. No, 3 years because it's
Yeah,
2026.
so
From
2023.
Yes, there was no communication.
Okay,
Or sometimes we greet once, but
Okay.
it was no longer. you
yes,
see.
but the relationship basically ended around 2023. Do you know whether it's the in first part of the year or the latter part of the year?
I can't tell because he used to call once or I will check him once, then it's like that.
Okay,
Yes.
but it's around 2023.
2023, yes.
Okay, so you say in 2021, you met him at his offices. And then in April of 2022 was the State of the City address.
Yes.
Yes. When did the funeral of your family members happen?
Late 2022.
Late 2022.
Okay. It's part of this bundle, some of the photos.
The dates are not.
That dates
yes.
here. I
Uh,
don't.
I'm just putting this evidence into the record because it does not form part of your statement.
Yeah, it's
All right.
September, October, or August,
So,
September.
Or
But that-
September. Okay, that
yes,
actually is perfect.
I'm going to leave this thing that
It's-
dates here.
Yeah, no, it's fine. You can read it in. So the chronology goes as such. 2021, you met Mr. Matlala at his offices.
Yes.
In April 2022, was the State of the Nation of the City address,
Yes.
where you used his VIP
Yes.
security. On the 15th of June 2022, he wrote the letter of intention to commit, and that letter relates to the registration of the cars.
Is it 2022, not 2021?
Yes. No,
2022.
it's 15 June 2022,
Oh, yes.
and that is at JDM 18. And then subsequent to that, after that letter was done and submitted for the initiation of the process to register the cars, in August, September of the same year, 2022, he then gives you money toward the funeral of your family members.
Yes, towards
Do I
the
have
end of the year.
Yes.
Yes, but
So that is the sequence of events.
yes.
Just to close that off. So in relation to the question of whether there was a conflict of interest, he was already doing work for the city because earlier in that year, in April, he was at the State of the City address. You've agreed
Yes.
that it was April 2022. He
March.
also then did another business transaction in the sense that his cars would be registered under the city in the form of a donation. That was 15 June.
Yes.
And then subsequent to that, you then receive money for your family members because that was August, September 2022.
Yeah, it was late 2022.
Yes, but it's still the same year. The
Yes.
timeline is still within the same year. Okay, but that's the sequence of events.
Yes.
All right, I just wanted to just confirm that. And then I'd like to go to paragraph 46 of your latest statement as commissioned and signed this morning. Paragraph 46, just before, like the last 3 lines, you were asked by Honorable Sauls regarding your statement, and you said let me first read it in. You say, we have had cases where some security companies work. Yes. Oh, page 15.
Paragraph.
Yes, page 15, paragraph 46. Yes, but I'm just interested in the last 3 lines. Yes. So you confirm, if you go to the last page of your statement, yes, it is dated 22 January 2026. Do you confirm that this is this morning statement? Okay. At paragraph 46, the last 3 pages of the latest statement, it reads, we have had cases where some security companies work with such illegal minors. To that effect, I have photograph images to confirm same.
I think I must retract it because I wanted.
I'm not necessarily questioning you on the statement. It's clarity. It's just to clarify for the purposes of this commission to say which one is the correct statement, because there's been a number of responses relating to various statements. So I just want to put that on record that what Honorable Salts was referring to is in the latest statement, according to your evidence now.
No, I wanted to talk about witness D. That's why I repeated it on the latter.
Okay, I think his question has passed. I'm just speaking about confirming that it is in the current statement.
Yes, that's what you said.
Okay, that's what he said, but we also confirmed that we've read it in.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, that's what I want to retract because I was talking about witness D, the other side.
Okay, and then the last point of clarity has to do with the MOU. Under the section of the MOU, you say, you speak about that you got formal instructions from Mr. Goodman Mzolo. I'm just putting it in order, like in terms of chronology. I'm not asking the questions again. Yes. So paragraph 51 and 52 relates to the memorandum of understanding.
No, paragraph, no, with Mr. Mzolo, as I've said that it is the to-do list, which is talking about the SOP, not MOU. It's supposed to say SOP, Standard of Operational Procedure.
Okay,
Yes.
but your complaint about what you were surprised about, you were then
Yes.
subsequently suspended for,
Yes.
right? And that letter is what we were reading earlier
Yes.
at JDM 9. It relates to issues that had to do with the MOU.
It is to-do list, Standard Operational Procedure.
So it was not in respect of the MOU.
Yes.
Okay.
So that's why I've even attached it. It's writing to-do list.
No, I'm talking about your suspension.
No, when they suspended, they included everything out of blue lighting.
Okay. Then finally, the last one that I have, because I don't want to take up too much time, has to do with paragraph 64. I'm just reading it into the record because one thing that I think we omitted to do was to deal with the timelines. And also just to complete off some of the evidence. Paragraph 64 talks about Sintel, the company that had also donated cars to the city. Specifically at paragraph 65, upon your return from suspension, you say, upon discovering this, I made a decision to discontinue the use of these vehicles by our EMPD officers. The proper procedures had not been followed. The officers were not covered by insurance, and the vehicles were being utilized without the city and proxy's knowledge or authorization. So I just have just two short questions of clarity
Okay. Yeah.
in respect to that.
Yes.
What were the specific issues with insurance? Because we don't deal with them in the affidavit.
Yes. You can't drive a private vehicle as an officer. If you get injured, you can't execute duties of policing driving a private vehicle. Because if you get injured or something happened, accident or incident, they're not covered in terms of that.
So the cars that are donated, that you were talking about, SCAT was in the process of donating the cars for them to be registered. Are those not private vehicles?
But immediately when they're registered.
So there was an issue with registration. They were not registered.
Yes.
Okay. And what was the lack of authorization? So you have a letter from, you said, you've testified that the only person within the city at the time who was dealing with registrations is Mr. Steyn.
Even now, yes.
Yes. So you say that Mr. Steyn had not authorized the registration of those cars.
It doesn't know anything.
He doesn't know anything about them. Okay.
But also I must mention that the matter, the council is investigating the matter. because I forwarded it to council.
So it's under investigation and there's yet to be a report. Okay, I just wanted to close off those final questions from your testimony. Thank you, Mr. Mkhwanazi.
Thank you, Advocate.
Thank you very much, Chair. I think I have come to the end of my part.
Advocate Aransa.
Thank you, Honorable Chair. I don't have any questions. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Honorable members, we have come to the end of the proceedings.